And one of the connections that Dwayne Davis gets through his association with Zip Martin is with Sean Puffy Combs, who was then the CEO of Bad Boy Entertainment.
And did he ever respond?
Yes, he responded, no, we'll take care of it. So something like that.
The courtroom suddenly became tense as Keefe D took the stand and spoke about his past connections to Diddy and the people around him. Prosecutors first explained how Dwayne Davis, known as Keefe D, became connected with the West Coast through Suge Knight. Those relationships eventually brought him into contact with Sean Combs, who was running Bad Boy at the time. According to the testimony, Diddy wanted protection when he traveled to Los Angeles because he feared trouble from rival groups. Keefe D said he agreed to stay nearby and provide unofficial security for Combs and his artists. His role was mainly to prevent conflicts and keep everyone safe. The testimony has now placed those old relationships under a much brighter spotlight.
And one of the connections that Dwayne Davis gets through his association with Zip Martin is with Sean Puffy Combs, who was then the CEO of Bad Boy Entertainment. Sean Combs wanted some security when he came out to the West Coast. He was worried about Mob Piru. He was worried about the members of Death Row Records. And so Dwayne Keefe D. Davis agreed to be around to act as unofficial security for Sean Combs and his artists when they came out west. Particularly to ensure there are no problems with Mob Piru and Death Row Records. And this took a rivalry between Mob Piru and Southside Compton Crips and escalated.
So I want to backtrack. You said that you was on top of the world until you met Puffy. What you mean by that?
Man, shit, I was getting 300 kilos a month, man, balling, man. Didn't nobody know about me. My shit was smooth, dude. My shit was laid out smooth, man. I met your motherfucker there, and all the heat and thunder coming around with your mother, man. Brother love, come show some love. That's all I can say. Show some love, brother love. You know, shit. Brother, I be seeing you doing your little pretty dance and all that, man. Show some love, homie. Come on, man. Don't be like that, brother love. I was on top of the world till I met your mother, dude. Shit is wrong, dude. Come on, homie. I need something. Throw a dog a bone or something. Sit up there talking about you, daddy love. Show us some love.
That old connection is now being viewed very differently. Keefe D later admitted he was inside the white Cadillac when Tupac was shot. He has also claimed that Diddy offered money to have Tupac silenced. Now, the jury is hearing these serious allegations directly from Keefe D himself.
Keefe D claims that there is this ongoing conversation. It happens on 3 different occasions, but most specifically when he and Puffy are at this place called Greenblatt's Deli on Sunset. And they're there. Things have spiraled out of control. Puffy's really concerned about, the welfare of his safety. And he tells Keefe D, man, I just need you to take care of this situation with Suge and Tupac. And he says, I just need you to take care of him. And Keefe D's like, that's no problem. That's what we do. And so an agreement was made, according to Keefe D, for an amount of money. And they kind of just let it go at that point in time. But of course, Keefe D knows in the back of his mind, this is what Puffy wants done. And they all end up out in Las Vegas. But of course, when we interview Keefe D, he's like, yeah, that's what the agreement amount was, $1 million.
So according to Keefe, he's claiming that Puffy offered him $1 million to Suge or Tupac?
Both
or
of
both.
them. Yeah, both their names came up. And according to Keefe D, he says, Tupac's put himself on the list by all the shit talking that he was doing. But it was really about Suge because it was Suge's muscle.
Before we go any further, let's go back to what happened that night. According to the account, Terrence Brown was driving the Cadillac, while DeAndre Big Dre Smith and Orlando Anderson were sitting in the back. Keefe D was reportedly in the front passenger seat. The group left their hotel around 11 p.m., searching for the BMW carrying Suge Knight and Tupac Shakur. Earlier that evening, tension had already exploded at the MGM Grand after Tupac and members of Death Row confronted Orlando Anderson following the Mike Tyson fight. Security quickly stepped in and separated everyone. Later, Keefe D and the others regrouped and began looking for Tupac's car. They reportedly knew he was heading toward Club 662 and drove around until they spotted the BMW. Near East Flamingo Road and Koval Lane, the Cadillac pulled alongside. The windows came down and gunfire erupted. Tupac was struck multiple times and seriously wounded.
After the fight, Tupac was still in that mode.
Hey. When Tyson get in the ring, he knocked motherfuckers out. Well, that's what Tupac gonna do.
He was still charged up.
Everybody that go to jail come out, they got good luck.
That's very addictive.
Kiss me, I'ma knock they pro out.
If he didn't have anybody to fight, he'll find somebody to fight.
Former Las Vegas officer Gary Dale reportedly rode with Tupac in the ambulance and asked several times who had attacked him. Tupac was still able to speak, but he refused to identify anyone. He reportedly said they would handle it themselves. 6 days later, Tupac died.
Did you wind up riding anywhere with Mr. Shakur?
Yes, I rode to the hospital in the ambulance with him.
During that time period, between the time you get to Mr. Shakur and the time period he gets taken into the hospital, are you able to have any sort of communication with Mr. Shakur?
He was still talking, and I was trying to convince him to tell me the name of whoever his assailants were.
And did he ever respond?
Yes, he responded, no, we'll take care of it. So, something like that.
Said, no, we'll take care
We'll
of
take
it.
care of it, something like that.
And that's the only thing you were able to gather from Mr. Shakur?
Yeah, I couldn't get him to talk to me any further than that.
Keefe D has shared different versions of this story over the years through police interviews, documentaries, podcasts, and his own book. He has acknowledged being involved with the Southside Crips and discussed the earlier confrontation at Lakewood Mall that helped create tension. He also confirmed being in Las Vegas on the night of the Tyson fight. According to his account, he was angry after Tupac confronted and assaulted his nephew, Orlando Anderson. He said that anger pushed him to look for Tupac and Suge Knight later that evening. Keefe D has also said he obtained a firearm and was inside the white Cadillac when it turned around and pulled toward the BMW. Those past statements are now receiving serious attention as prosecutors present the case to the jury.
Here they come that BMW and Jay Carter. Tupac! I was like, there you go. Made the U-turn. We wasn't supposed to make it. Just swung the U-turn. They was in a little lane. We just pulled up on the side and checked every car to see who they was.
So what directed your attention to him was some girl shouting at Tupac?
Tupac! He gave us another way. Otherwise, they would have gone away. Y'all ran out quick. You know how you do. They was bitch. You know.
You did a U-turn, so then you pull alongside of it. You got into the car. Are you already handling the gun at this point, or at what point do you hand him the gun?
I thought they were going to pull alongside. No, I don't know that. Going to the out, man. You know. He pulled on his side.
So you were fitting the glass if you had to, or you were just...
Yeah, we would have been on my side all the way. Okay.
So you hand the gun into the backseat.
Yeah.
You hear right?
Yeah, Dre was like, no. And I ain't like, dude. Wow.
The defense says Keefe D's story has been exaggerated and shaped by money, attention, and years of publicity. He has pleaded not guilty and reportedly rejected a plea deal that could have meant 15 to 20 years in prison. Prosecutors, however, are pointing to his previous statements and treating them as important evidence. Now, while testifying, Keefe D is reportedly identifying the person he claims provided the money. That detail has added another layer of tension to the case. For years, Keefe D has claimed that Diddy once offered $1 million to have Tupac and Suge Knight killed. Those allegations appeared in interviews that prosecutors previously could not use against him. With the case now in court, those old claims are receiving renewed attention.
There's also, you go into the book, that apparently there was supposed to be $1 million that Zip was supposed to bring back, but he ended up keeping the money and buying a nightclub with it.
That's what the FBI said.
The FBI said that.
Yeah.
The personal side of the story has sparked plenty of discussion. Some people claim Diddy and Tupac had a relationship that went beyond simply being rivals in the music business. Old videos and photos from events have also resurfaced, giving fans another reason to look back at their history. Their last known public appearance together was reportedly at Diddy's birthday celebration. According to some accounts, tensions may have surfaced that night, with Tupac eventually walking away. Within weeks, the situation took a tragic turn when Tupac was shot in Las Vegas.
On the strip.
Nothing, I don't know. I never said anything. It's time to start dancing.
According to Keefe D's account, the alleged motive was tied to Tupac refusing to stay silent or be controlled. That claim has fueled years of speculation. Even Diddy's tattoo honoring Tupac is often discussed, with people wondering whether it represented respect, regret, or something more complicated.
This one, to which I had to blink multiple times to make sure I was seeing what I was seeing. Does that skeleton look familiar to anybody? Like, if you could take a wild guess, is there any specific person with a bandana that might come to mind? And so because that black and white picture was a little fuzzy, I went down a rabbit hole because I'm like, no, I need to see this tattoo as clear as I possibly can. Am I tripping? Is that not a skeleton with a bandana wrapped around his head? Tattooed on the heart side of his chesticles? Like when they say that reality is stranger than fiction, I just don't even want to go down any more rabbit holes regarding this man or anybody in Hollywood for that matter. These folks crazy.
Online discussions about the Tupac and Diddy controversy have exploded, with people revisiting old claims and connections. Some users have speculated about Diddy's feelings toward Tupac, while others have brought up past comments from Wendy Williams. However, these are opinions and allegations, not proven facts. Another name often mentioned is Eric Von Zip Martin, a longtime associate of Diddy. Keefe D has claimed that the weapon used in the shooting was connected to a vehicle linked to Martin, though that claim remains disputed. Questions have also been raised about why certain leads were not investigated more deeply. Former Bad Boy associate Kirk Burrows reportedly kept journals describing events around Diddy, including a note about vehicles allegedly being rented shortly before Tupac was killed. Gene Deal, who previously worked security for Diddy, has suggested the current case could bring renewed attention to the larger story. If prosecutors explore the alleged motive, questions about money, relationships, and who may have been behind the attack could become central.
Speaking of Puffy, right, how do you feel about the rumor that Puffy, he gave a guy named Eric Von Zip a check for $1 million to give to Keefe D to kill Tupac?
I'm familiar with the story. I'm familiar with the dude. My man Big Psych, rest in peace, used to know that dude.
So you met Von Zip before. So how does that make you feel, man? Somebody that you met, and I'm sure that he knew that she was Tupac's brother. How does that make you feel knowing that he's the one that provided Keefe D with the gun to kill Tupac?
I mean, it's all f***ed up. It was a setup. It was a plot to my brother. I feel f***ed up about it. I don't know that, but I ain't got no love for none of them.
If they want to pull Diddy into that, they gotta mitigate circumstantial evidence. Anybody could be a witness for you, but what can they prove? Somebody's gonna have to say, I heard this conversation. This was a handshake or a nod or something went down, and it's gonna be hard to prove. All I said was, I saw a check for $1 million, right? Eric Von Zip had a check for $1 million.
Suge Knight has continued speaking about Tupac's death while behind bars, describing it as a planned assassination rather than a random conflict or gang dispute. He has questioned why people openly discuss other famous killings, but seem hesitant to demand the full story surrounding Tupac. Knight is reportedly listed as a potential witness, along with members of Tupac's family. Former Las Vegas Mayor Oscar Goodman and Nevada Governor Joe Lombardo have also been mentioned in connection with the case. Now, the person who was driving that night is speaking publicly while Keefe D, the only person charged in the case, faces the court.
And Death Row Records founder Suge Knight had a lot to say about the Tupac Shakur trial during a jailhouse interview with TMZ. Knight was in the car with Tupac the night he was shot on the Strip in September of 1996. Now from behind bars, he is weighing in on the case and how prosecutors are framing the killing. Here's how Knight describes it.
You know, one of the things you got to realize, this was assassination. It wasn't over no chain. It wasn't over no colors. This was assassination. And they can do one who assassinated Kennedy and everybody can talk about it.
Money B, who knew Tupac from his Digital Underground days, has shared his own theory about what happened. He believes the person who actually fired the shots may no longer be alive. Keefe D has admitted that he was in the Cadillac with his nephew and others that night. However, Money B suspects there may have been additional people involved, and even questions whether certain agencies failed to properly follow the trail afterward. Meanwhile, the court is working through jury selection. 15 potential jurors were asked to return as officials work toward choosing 12 jurors and 4 alternates. Keefe D remains the only person charged in connection with Tupac's killing, and prosecutors are relying heavily on statements he made over the years. The case has also drawn attention because of his claims involving Diddy, money, personal motives, security arrangements, and vehicle rentals. Together, those details have created a complicated picture that prosecutors are now presenting to the jury. Online reactions have only added more speculation. Some users continue to connect Diddy, Suge Knight, and other figures to the events, while others are questioning whether Keefe D will maintain the same story he has repeated for years. The biggest question now is what happens when every statement is examined under oath. Will his testimony strengthen the prosecution's case, or create new doubts? And if investigators uncover more details about the people surrounding Tupac that night, the story could become even more complicated.